Right now, first here, live on the WHAS 11 night team, we are showing you a calm downtown Louisville and the Ohio River. There's the 2nd Street Bridge, folks, going right across the river there at 3rd Street and 2nd Street in downtown Louisville. It's a warm evening, but this time tomorrow night, it'll be one of storms, heavy rain, and some possible tornadoes. We're calling it a weather impact alert day for you, and it is first right here tonight. Thank you very much for joining us on the night team. I'm Doug Proffitt. Our chief meteorologist, Mallory Schnell, has another new update for us on this timing of the storm. So, Mallory, is this going to be similar to what we saw Friday night?
Yes and no. There are some similarities, but some differences. So you'll notice the SPC outlook, the Storm Prediction Center outlook for tomorrow, is about a step or two below where we were on Friday. Friday, we had a lot of red on this map, level 4 out of 5. We're looking at a level 2 and 3 out of 5 for Tuesday into Tuesday night. So that's some good news, but we are expecting rounds of showers and storms off and on throughout the day on Tuesday, similar to what we saw on Friday when we had that morning round and then more of the evening activity. So we do want you to stay weather alert throughout the course of the day tomorrow for heavy rainfall and the threat for strong storms. Make sure you have multiple ways to receive warnings. One great tool to have, the WHAS11 app. You can download free in your app store. Take a photo of this with your phone, the QR code, and that will take you to where you can download it for free to get updates on our weather and also stream our newscast and any kind of coverage live here. Max HG radar showing the complex off to our west. That red, those are all tornado watches. So yes, this will gradually head our direction for that first round of morning showers and thunderstorms. But you can tell storm fuel, where the bright yellows are, that's where it's the greatest. So as those showers and thunderstorms continue to track eastward, they will actually weaken overnight. Once again, that's the morning round. So expect a soggy start to your day. Could have a couple of warnings in here, but otherwise just expecting wet roads for your Tuesday morning. Greater chance for strong to severe weather will arrive by the afternoon and evening hours tomorrow. We'll be breaking down the timing and the threats coming up in our extended forecast.
Mallory, thank you. Ahead of the storm, our special weather coverage begins tomorrow afternoon. Our chief meteorologist, Mallory Schnell, and WHAS 11's contributing meteorologist, John Gordon, will be leading our coverage tomorrow from 3 to 4 p.m. on the free WHAS 11 Plus app. That's right. Go ahead and download our free app. That's where you'll be able to view this. Download from your TV and watch for free. Right now, exclusive tonight on the WHAS 11 night team, the two men who want to lead the Jefferson County Public School District tell us in their first lengthy interviews they're opposed to breaking up JCPS into smaller parts, but they do support a tax increase in the face of those budget cuts just announced. Ben Schuldiner on the left of your screen and Dr. Brian Yearwood on the right appeared right here on WHAS 11 News at 5 with us to make their case for the job. They both said they can and will work with Kentucky Republican lawmakers who are critical of JCPS. WHAS 11 night team's Alex Dieterer and photojournalist Levi Hammer have their comments.
The two men vying to be the next superintendent of JCPS, arriving to WHAS 11 just a day before meeting the public. Ben Schuldiner and Dr. Brian Yearwood. Their first lengthy interview exclusively with WHAS 11, addressing issues within JCPS publicly for the first time. What's your plan moving forward to have a working relationship with?
Sure. Well, look, I mean, the first thing I would say is I know in their hearts everybody wants kids to succeed, and I'm going to start there, right? And I'm going to try to do whatever I can to be present for the lawmakers, to show that their money is well spent.
Adult behaviors are one of the biggest predictors of student outcomes. And so if we can work collaboratively for the benefit of JCPS, then it's a big win for students.
Both vowing to work with lawmakers on both sides of the aisle as Republican lawmakers push to break up the 96,000 student district in separate parts.
And you don't see JCPS as a district that needs to be broken up?
No, absolutely not. I actually think 100,000 is kind of a perfect system because you have a lot of economies of scale, you can offer a lot of different kinds of learning, but you're also still small enough that you can kind of see everybody.
You know, when you talk about breaking up a school district, and they talk about cost effective. Remember, each district will need a superintendent. Each district will need a cabinet. I would hope they would give me an opportunity to show that as JCPS 1, we will be a force to reckon with in the academic front.
Both for a tax increase amidst a $150 million budget cut within the district.
You're for a tax increase then?
Yes, I would definitely be for a tax increase as long as every penny impacts our students.
So not only would I actually support the tax, for the school district, but we as JCPS have to make sure that the community believes that it's money well spent.
Schuldner is the current superintendent of Lansing School District in Michigan. Yearwood is the former superintendent of Columbia Public Schools from 2021 to 2024. His departure raising some questions. Last February, the school district voted to extend his contract through 2027, but 9 months later, it was announced he was retiring, signing a non-disclosure agreement with the district and paid $667,000 in severance. We asked him about it.
So I can say this: I did nothing unethical, I did nothing immoral, and I did nothing illegal. I'm a man of faith, and the honor of, I wouldn't do nothing to dishonor my family, nothing to dishonor myself. And there are times where there are differences of opinion, and things like this do happen.
Both finalists now preparing to address the community face to face. In Louisville, Alex Dieterer, the WHAS11 Night Team, on your side.
By the way, Board Chairman Corey Scholl told us they plan to choose a candidate Thursday and then make their announcement by Friday. So it all begins tomorrow for you. You're invited to meet Ben Schuldner and Brian Yearwood. JCPS having these two different public forums tomorrow for the public. And the first one is from 4 to 6 p.m. at the JCPS Center for Professional Learning. That's off Newburgh Road. The second session will be held from 7 to 9 p.m. at Stouffer Elementary School off Aiken Road in eastern Jefferson County. We'll have full coverage for you tomorrow on the night team. Local firefighters have now returned from the devastating tornado in southeastern Kentucky where 19 people have died. Today, Kentucky Emergency Management said routine searches for victims and survivors has now ended. From our Sky 11 drone, you can see over a dozen homes toppled over near the London Corbin, Kentucky airport in the tornado's 46-mile-long track. Most of Kentucky's death toll, though, centered in one county. That's 17 people in Laurel, Kentucky. That's London, Kentucky. Emergency management had to check each of those homes, a necessary step towards federal help for families in need.
I really do hope that we can move quickly and get assistance flowing. It's not hard to see that this is a major disaster.
Eric Gibson right there believes that approval from the president will come, but he's not sure when. Gibson also warning people, by the way, that emergency weather radios from NOAA are down the next couple of days for maintenance as this severe weather then comes into the Kentucky region again. He is encouraging everyone to stay informed with television, local radio, or cell phone alerts. And now's the very best time for you to download our free WHAS 11 app. We do send out those very important life-saving alerts as the storms move through the Kentuckiana region. More local news for you tonight, all new at 11. Right now, police are investigating a shooting that happened tonight on Bardstown Road. Police say the victim was found in the alleyway behind the PLS check cashing business with a bullet wound. This is not far from the Watterson Expressway in Bardstown. He was taken to University Hospital, where officers say he's expected to survive. Police say they're investigating a motive, but that everyone involved in the attack is accounted for. Only on the WHAS 11 night team tonight, 5 people have died inside the Louisville jail in the past year. Community groups are trying to get that number down to 0. Tonight, the mother of a 34-year-old man who died last year on this date remembered him and called for jail leadership to do better. Focus reporter Travis Breeze has the vigil and more from Metro Corrections.
Did y'all get a fan? Try to pass out some fans.
It almost looked like a family reunion.
Everybody have a balloon?
In reality, it was a celebration of one they lost.
My son might have had a drug addiction, but he was also a worker. He was very smart. He knew about IRAs. He knew about stock. So he was somebody.
34-year-old Richard Graham died May 19, 2024, inside the Louisville jail from a drug overdose. He was booked into jail just 1 day prior for violating his pretrial release conditions in another case. His autopsy found fentanyl and MDMA in his system. An internal investigation found Graham took the drugs in a communal housing unit in the jail. His mother, Monica, says the facility's defenses were too weak.
My son has been in jail several times. This time, I guess the way I'm feeling, because this is the time that I told him that you're going to stay in there because you have to learn, you know? And as a mother, I felt he was safe.
A spokesperson for Metro Corrections said over email, in part, LMDC would like to send our condolences to Richard Graham's family on the anniversary of his death. We've made historic investments in drug abuse prevention and treatment for inmates. These investments include Narcan in all living areas and vital monitoring in some housing units. WHAS got to see these monitoring devices last month. They are in 153 single cells as of this April.
On the count of 3, we're gonna let them go.
This is how they show they're not going away and they remember Richard.
Justice for Richard! I do not want any family to suffer and feel the pain that I feel right now.
A spokesperson for LMDC says the department is currently 70 to 95 officers short. They do have hiring events coming up, one on Wednesday and another in late June. In downtown Louisville, Travis Breeze, WHAS 11 on your side.
In-custody deaths have decreased since the Bayer report. That internal investigation came out in March of 2023. The jail credits more mental health programs and removing or covering nearly all of the bars in the jail. Well, longtime Jefferson County Sheriff John Aubrey is making an endorsement now for the next sheriff of Jefferson County. Today, the 86-year-old Aubrey said he wants recently retired Metro Police Colonel Steve Healy to succeed him. Both were there for the announcement today, along with several local leaders. Healy talked about what he wants to accomplish if he is elected.
Another goal in my campaign will be community-oriented policing. That is a huge passion of mine. I love being in the community. I've always said, if you want to know what's best for the community and what the community wants, just ask them. They'll tell you.
Healy is widely praised for his time at Metro Police for his longtime involvement in West Louisville and with African-American leaders in the community, especially after the Breonna Taylor shooting. Sheriff Aubrey announced his retirement after serving 8 terms back in March, making him the longest serving sheriff in Jefferson County's history. His final term does end in November of 2026.